If you've tried everything you possibly could, from different specialists to different fixes, to all these medical scans and training programs and everything, and you're still scared to move, you don't feel like you can move like 20-year-old anymore, you can't do your favorite sport because, well, you're scared that your spine is literally gonna break in half, it isn't because you haven't found the right system, the right fix, the right tool to fix your particular problem. It's because you're treating your pain and your fear and your fatigue as this technical problem, when it's not technical at all. And I'm not saying that all back pains or hip pains are not coming from damaged structures. I do indeed have FAI, which is hip impingement, and the only fix for it is actually surgery, right? So I can't really undo the damage in my hip joint, and yet I move without pain. I do whatever I want to do. I do random activities with my friends and family. I travel a lot. I sit a lot because I also have a remote job. And I'm not worried, you know, about what's gonna happen. I just go train at the gym because I love to. And what got me, because I was in chronic pain, both the back and hips and constant fatigue, so the whole body was actually in pain, I was there. But what finally got me out of there was not the 5 specialists and physiotherapists and different methods that I tried, was not the MRIs and X-rays, multiple, and all the wasted money on it. It wasn't that. It was me realizing that I am treating the symptom. My pain is the symptom. It's not something to be fixed. And once I understood that okay, so if my pain is not kind of like this end result that I have to fix, but it's just a symptom of something else, then if I'm focusing on fixing the pain, I'm pretty much focusing on the wrong thing. So I needed to go deeper to understand what is it actually causing my pain. So I'm not focusing on the symptom, aka pain, but focusing on the cause of that symptom. So it got me thinking, if I have tried everything I possibly could and I spend a lot of money on it, what am I doing wrong? If I'm focusing on the symptoms only, right, before I even try to understand the root cause, it made me realize that I myself am keeping myself dependent on other things and people who technically know more than I do, right? Because if I'm just treating the symptom, then obviously the symptom will come back. Because if you treat the symptom, the root cause is still there, the symptom will come back. And that's why I got stuck in that chronic pain. And I was like, okay, so if I keep doing that, then I'm never gonna break that cycle, because I am the reason of me being in that vicious cycle. So it's time to do something differently. I decided to take control. I decided to stop looking for more information more fixes that will just patch the symptom. But let's really try to take control over my body, over how I'm feeling, because if I've got all that information, right? I have it literally on a silver platter in front of me. I know exactly what I need to do. So why is this still not working? And then it hit me really, really hard. I just didn't really want to take responsibility for my pain and the situation that my actions got me into. Because I realized that it's easier to actually focus on the symptoms, and it's easier to rely on that external factor, aka a scan that is going to tell you that something is damaged, a doctor that is going to tell you not to go to the gym anymore, or a physiotherapist that is going to give you a new exercise or a massage, right? And I understood, like, okay, but we are all focusing on the symptom. So I tried to go a little bit deeper, and I finally understood that me focusing on chasing this new shiny fix, this something that is going to fix my symptom is exactly what keeps me stuck. Not just because I'm focusing on the symptom, but this kind of method, this kind of process that I got stuck in. So like, I have this, fix it by doing this, and then you go back to, being stuck, right? This symptom is exactly what caused this whole symptom. And everything changed for me when I finally sat down and I told myself, like, Anya, you have all the information. You don't need more specialists. You don't need more people telling you what exercise to do and everything. But you just have to understand yourself a little bit better, because no one else on this planet will be able to listen to your own body, be able to listen to your own self and understand what it really needs. People can give you tricks and tips, based on experience that they've gathered, or even their client's experience or their own experience. But at the end of the day, I needed to know exactly what I need. Not from someone who has 10, 20, 30 years of experience, but myself. Really understand what my body is asking for. Is it not happy with how I move? Is it not happy with the fact that I'm not happy at all? Is it not happy with the fact that I'm not sleeping well at night? Is it not happy with the way I train? What is it, I started asking my own self, my own body, these questions. And I actually, maybe to your surprise, I did less. I eliminated so many things that kept me in that wrong process of like try to do more. I trained less. I went to less physiotherapy sessions. I eliminated certain supplements and how to sleep better things or whatever. I really just tried to eliminate all constraints that weren't helping me to just be in silence and really hear what my body is trying to tell me. So once again, if you feel like you've tried everything and you're still stuck in fear, pain, stiffness, you can't really move as you want, maybe it's because you keep searching for this most optimized, best thing in the world, and it just doesn't exist. What you have right now is great. You just maybe have to do it a little bit better, but stop focusing on fixing that symptom, on fixing something all the time, and making your body as this technical problem. It's not that technical. Okay, yes, you can have a few structural damages, but that's completely fine. Pretty much everyone has it, everyone that is a normal walking human being, okay? So maybe yourself, your mind, that is telling you to look for better things, like the grass is always greener and everything, is exactly what keeps you stuck. So try to eliminate all these opinions, all these fixes that the boundless of information, and try to just listen to yourself. Just think, what do I actually need right now?